Blog Talk Radio.
Hello. Welcome to blogtalkradio.com. You are now online with Andrea. Today, we are joined by Melissa Zollo, a very special lady, an imagist she is, who has developed a very wonderful program based on universal spiritual principles. And this program will help you to improve your life. And as she says on her website, presentmemory.com, imagine it, feel it, live the dream. We are also joined by Betsy Bevan, who will tell us about her wonderful results after participating in the program that Melissa had. Melissa.
Yes.
How are
Hi,
you
good
today?
morning.
Good morning to you. I'd like to start out. I actually have multiple questions, and if you don't mind, I'm going to ask them to you, and that doesn't mean I don't have more questions later, but I'd like to ask you a couple of them at once because I think that all of the answers are interconnected. Okay?
Sounds good to me, yes.
Yeah, all right. And so I'm going to go through the list and look forward to getting your responses. Now, my first question is, what is an imagist? And the second question is, what events led you to becoming an imagist? And what do you do as an imagist? And how does one become an imagist? So how's that?
They are great questions, and yes, they were absolutely intertwined. Many years ago, and I'm talking over 30 years ago, before the word spiritual principle and the interest in creating your own life, came into vogue, I was studying and using energy to create things in my life, and I found that I was very good at helping other people do the same. And oftentimes people would ask me, are you a healer? Are you a spiritual teacher? Are you a guru? Do you have a group? Can I join? And I was taken aback because the truth of knowing who you are is to connect with the source or the God or the healer within you. And so I never had an intention to create a group or an organization, and I knew that the only healer is the healer within. So I was very aware that I could never, in good conscience, call myself any of those labels or connect myself with them. And so at that time, I was a performing artist. I was a professional artist, actress actually, working in the theater, and I was thinking, what do I rely on to create for my craft? And I realized that everything was rooted in my imagination. And then as I studied and applied spiritual principles, I came to understand that my life was rooted in imagination. And so I said, I'm very comfortable. Whether you look to metaphysics or even to the Bible, you will hear you are created in the image. And so I was thinking, imagination, image, imagination. I turned to oh my God, that's who I am. I am an imagist. I am an artist who helps design mental blueprints for people who want to change whatever it is they are experiencing or manifesting in their life. And so I realized that I helped people who were experiencing negative or limited results, illness instead of health, poverty instead of wealth, failure instead of success, sadness, grief instead of happiness, that I knew or had come up with a template on how to activate your imagination, use your most fabulous resource, which is energy, and start designing a new mental success blueprint for oneself. And so I then was very comfortable in calling myself an imagist. So an imagist is someone who turns within to their own wonderful human imagination to create or design an inner blueprint of whatever it is they want to experience, and then they're going to use spiritual laws in such a way as to turn themselves into an empowered magnet so that they call forth or attract into their life that which they are asking or praying for. And they're doing it without the aid of anyone on the outside, which connects them totally to the healer within, the spirit within, the God within. I'm saying within you is the power. The power that creates $5 in your life can create $1 million in your life. I have a client who attracted $1 million. You know what happened 6 or 8 months later? She attracted another $1 million. She said, "Oh my God, I'm in tune with it now." Isn't that exciting?
That's very good. I have a dream. I have something I want to register and patent that would help domestic violence and stalking. So I really want to raise the funds to present a certain thing to the public. And it seems like I'm stuck at a weird level.
Okay. You have given me a picture. Go look at everything, and because when someone is stuck and someone is saying, "I'm attracting loss," I don't need to know anything else to begin the healing. So take a look at my website. Thank you so much for calling in. I hope it was helpful to other people as well. I invite you all to come to my website, www.presentmemory.com. I have a free newsletter. I send out free daily tips. You can go visit the site and sign up for it. There's a free MP3 file that you can download and listen to as my gift to you. And I hope that you've enjoyed this time together. And thank you, Andrea, because this was a great interview.
Well,
and thank you to Betsy Bevan.